Even we talked about his backstory with Peter Thiel. How Peter Thiel made him. He made him. And then JD Vance has been Peter Thiel's guy. And that being the origin story for the vice president is kind of the worst of political fiction, that you go, ooh, that would be so icky if that were in real life, that a billionaire goes, this is going to be my protege. First job, and then gives them the financial support to start their own firm, and then supports to this unbelievable scale their Senate run, and then gets them in the right circles to become vice president, and then supports that presidential campaign in exchange. It happens all the time in political fiction, in TV shows. But for it to be that blatant, made by a billionaire, thus probably very beholden to the said billionaires, is not something I like in real life. But when you're that type of person who doesn't actually believe anything, I don't know if JD Vance believes anything.
That is a serious thing to say about Vice President JD Vance of USA, but look at the record. He called Trump possibly America's Hitler. Then he became Trump's running mate. That is not changing your mind, that is changing your strategy.
He's shifted his views all over the place. He used to think Trump might be America's Hitler.
Yeah.
That type of person is not a person who can just be a normal...
What the hell happened to JD?
Be a normal guy. And right now, Americans are craving normal people. Just people. I mean, we have candidates who have some major baggage, but at least they come off authentic. Plattner, for example. And that's why he's getting the support that he is. Or Hunter Biden. Think about his baggage. And he's becoming a sweetheart among a bunch of people on X, even some center-right people, because of how he just comes off as authentic.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do. Right below the video, click that subscribe button, and then also, whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video.
And I think aside from the main reasons Vance's almost inevitable 2028 presidential run is going to be bogged down, Iran war, economic failures, rights abuses, etc., that he's going to be attached to because he was in the administration, the last cherry on top of why I do not think he'll be able to make it to the White House is he can't come off authentic. Everything seems super calculated and robotic. You remember this?
The zoo has come to town. Thank you for letting us come in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man? Okay. Yeah. She doesn't want to be on film, guys, so just cut her out of anything. Appreciate that, man. I'm JD Vance. I'm running for vice president. Good to see you.
Okay.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here since the beginning of July.
Okay.
For this year.
Okay.
What about you, human?
How about you, sir?
Almost 2 years.
Okay, good. Just everything, yeah. I mean, a lot of glazed here, some sprinkle stuff, some of these cinnamon rolls, just whatever makes sense.
Pause it. Could we please get a donut that's as glazed as Trump's? Can you glaze that donut as much as I glaze Trump? Right? That's kind of like, that's close. You know. Play the rest. Cut me off.
About 4 years.
About 4 years? Okay. How long have you been here?
A little over 6 months.
Okay.
That's better. You know what? I was going to compare. That's better. That's even better than the Usha clip.
Watch what just happened there. He walked into a donut shop to connect with the regular people, and the only question he could think of was, how long have you worked here? Twice. He's asking again and again the same question. That is not a small talk. That is someone reading from an invisible script that only has one line, and the one line is, how long have you worked here?
This is so good. How do you not think of any other questions? The only question you can think of is how long you've been here. So that's what we should have known. You can't both be manufactured. You can't both be manufactured by a billionaire. And by he's also manufactured himself to just fit into whatever mold will get him power. And be authentic. Those things don't go together. It's why so many people are fed up with politicians, because they don't seem like they're just people. But then your Mamdanis and your Plattners and your Hunter Bidens have plenty of issues, but then they come off like just people who talk like people and who smile like people and laugh like people and make jokes like people. Say what you will about Trump and how he doesn't come off like a normal person to me in any way. But one of the reasons he got the support that he did is his bombasticness, his unhingedness read to people like authenticity. It wasn't.
I love minors.
It wasn't, but that's how people who support him perceived it. Oh, he's going so off the politician script. He's swearing more. He's vulgar. He's insulting. He's saying politically incorrect things. That must be authenticity. Our country was so starved. Our country was so starved for authenticity, for genuine humans, that many Americans got tricked into supporting anything but an authentic person just because of how unpolitician-like he seemed being Trump. Watch this again.
That's right. Today's special reader is my husband, Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. Thanks for joining us today, honey.
Of course. Good to see you.
Oh, podcast listeners, you might not.
What he just did, he tapped his wife's knee like he was testing a microphone. Not warm, not natural, just tap. Now, I'm not saying their marriage is unhappy. That is not my business. But in public, on camera, that is a moment you would normally smile. Maybe squeeze her hand. Something human.
Not know what's going on. After saying good to see you, he reaches out his hand and taps in the most robotic way possible the knee of Usha. Now, am I saying I don't think they have a happy relationship? No. They might have a very happy relationship. I have no idea. But it illustrates the void, the charisma void that is JD Vance. But some people made a comparison. I didn't know what this why did I talk like that? I didn't know what this was comparing, per se. Which is a photo of JD tapping very awkwardly his wife's leg, Usha. But then a different photo of what looks like Erica Kirk giving him a very, I would say comfortable, authentic, this is authenticity, hug. Where her fingers are sort of caressing the hair follicles of JD on the back of his head. Now, obviously, I do not believe in the theories of like, oh, they're together, or Vance right before the 2028 election is gonna dump Usha and get with Erica, and then she's gonna be his vice president. Like, I don't. That's not what's happening. But people posted this, and if it's posted, that I have justification to show it. No, it is a funny comparison. how he physically interacts with his wife versus Erica Kirk, and it's like. And then which again, whatever, normal. Who even knows what's happening? But one other thing that people notice is Usha seems to recoil a little bit here.
Of course, good to see you.
Is that she goes, oh, don't touch me.
Of course, good to see you.
Her head goes away. So that's just, that's nothing. It's not a big deal. He did say this in a recent interview, though, about how he was with Usha whenever they were dating.
And the woman who is now the second lady, she and I were dating. I was not a very good boyfriend. I had a terrible temper. I had, in hindsight, what people would have called attachment problems. And so we'd have an argument and I'd be like, all right, see you later. Call me in a few days.
So you were a toxic, manipulative boyfriend? I do not like that. If you're one of those people who, when you get in a fight, instead of trying to resolve it, you just leave, like, indefinitely. Oh, this is over every time, or you use that as a constant weapon.
Well, he's admitting himself. I'm just thinking about the awkward moment at a donut shop. He was asking the same question twice, and it was a scripted, And then a robotic with his own wife. He touched his knee like he was testing a microphone. And his own words describe a difficult relationship pattern. That is a lot of baggage for someone planning a 2028 presidential run. What do you think? Can a politician survive without charisma? Or does it matter more than we admit? And tell me in the comment section, guys, what do you think? What is your opinion about JD Vance for being a president? He's going to be a president in 2028. So are you going to support Vice President JD Vance? And upcoming president of USA. I can't believe he can be a president. And are you satisfied with President Trump? If many people are satisfied with President Trump, then in my opinion, then JD Vance is going to be a president of USA in 2028. It's confirmed. But if the people are not satisfied with President Trump, then it's going to be very difficult for JD Vance to run for president in 2028. People are not going to vote for JD Vance. So are you going to vote for JD Vance in 2028? Let me know in the comment section, guys. And what do you think about JD Vance in a whole? Like, I know you have great experience about politics. Whenever I go to analysis of my channel, I got to know most of my viewers are 50 plus, 60 plus. I'm talking about age. So I assume you have great knowledge about politics. So what do you think about JD Vance? I want to read your comments. I gain a lot of knowledge from your comments. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please take care of yourself, and I request you to please click on the red subscribe button. It's really very important.